The uprising of the Kwangju people and also the sacrifice of life by about 160 people in that struggle is not a past event. As all historic moments get written into the present, the Kwangju event also lives within the present of the consciousness of the South Korean people. What the uprising showed was the resilience of about 700,000 people faced with the battalions, armed battalions waiting to take their city. They did not surrender. The city was taken by force and bloodshed. And for that, those who did that act had gradually to pay. And modern South Korea was born with that kind of struggles, and therefore the resilience of people is marked by the events which were to follow in the subsequent 40 years. Just now, as we are talking, another and a more subtle form of an attack has come on all countries, including South Korea, by way of COVID-19. South Korea was also at the beginning seriously affected by the attack, but it is today regarded as a fine example of the manner in which the problem was faced by the Korean people and their government. They demonstrated quick capacity to act against the adversary, to take all that was needed, like testing of everybody within the shortest possible time, thus preventing the attack having the worst kind of repercussions it could have created. Unfortunately, even some of the richest countries have not been able to act in that manner. This demonstrates there is not only a formal democracy in the country, in South Korea, but also a democracy that is written in the hearts of their people. Fighting for each other's best interest is the highest quality of democracy. It is unfortunate that many other countries have mostly the formal democracy, like election of governments. However, the internalized commitment to each other and therefore fighting against the factors that undermines the life and liberty of people is doesn't demonstrate the same kind of resilience that was shown by the Korean people. Around Asia, which is where the Asian Human Rights Commission works, we see enormous threat to the liberal democracy and rule of law. Countries which were once promised lands for democracy have abandoned this goal, and more dictatorships and authoritarian forms of governments which uses violent means against the people have got established. Militarism has become a part of a life that most people have to put up with. With that, there is disillusionment and also many forms of demoralization among the people. We need once again to take the message of Kwon Ju to the people around, so that it will demonstrate the capacity of people to develop their own societies with the kind of resilience that could stand against not only political authoritarianism but also grave dangers that will come by natural ways, like the deadly viruses, and also, as it has been predicted, massive forms of starvation that may be a problem that the poorer countries of Asia will have to face soon. We therefore commemorate the great event of the Kwon Ju uprising as an event that gives hope and also generate moral strength to not only to people of South Korea but to all of us.